We're hearing tonight from the provincial government minister at the center of political controversy. Families Minister Nahanni Fontaine says Manitoba is seeing a disturbing shift towards political violence. Fontaine spoke out today about a recent fire at her constituency office, which is where CTV's Jeff Keele is standing by live tonight. So, Jeff, what kind of damage was done to her office?
Well, take a look, Marilee. You can see that the windows are boarded up and there's large cracks on the glass as well. And take a look over here. This is the door. It does say closed and there's a sign on it saying Nahanni does not own the building. Quit damaging it. And it's signed by somebody named Richard. Minister Fontaine says this is not normal. A defiant Families Minister says despite fires and vandalism at her office and her cabinet colleagues, they aren't going anywhere.
And no amount of attacks will ever push us out of this.
Nahanni Fontaine's constituency office on Main Street is boarded up. It's been hit twice. This week, a fire. Before that, windows were smashed. Fontaine says this is not just an attack on her, but it's also an attack on her staff being able to serve constituents in a safe way.
And it's just not normal. It's not normal that in this day and age, somebody can be so angry that they would think that political violence is the path to go down.
This comes after calls by some for the Premier to remove Fontaine from cabinet. She was caught complaining about an ASL interpreter earlier this summer. She also shared a controversial online post following Charlie Kirk's murder. But she's not the only NDP cabinet minister to have her office damaged. Over the summer, there have been multiple fires and windows broken at Addictions and Homelessness Minister Bernadette Smith's office as well.
It's taken, a toll on mental health with our staff, with Minister Fontaine and I.
Fontaine points out she and Smith are the first First Nations women in cabinet in Manitoba history.
Women politicians have been particularly targeted.
Adjunct Professor of Political Science Chris Adams says attacks on MLA offices are uncommon, but political violence is on the rise.
There's been a green light from certain segments of the political population down the United States, and that's given a green light for other people in Canada.
Both of the offices are closed, and the staff is working from home or the legislature. There is now talk of beefing up security at all MLA offices.
We've really had to be careful. It's really heightened how we do our jobs and how, who we're meeting with.
Minister Smith says her staff will meet with constituents in the community, but in public spaces.
Jeff, you've been covering politics here in Manitoba for a couple of decades now. Have you ever seen anything like this?
You do see MLA offices get vandalized from time to time, like graffiti and things like that. But to see two offices hit this many times in a short period of time, it does seem rare. The Winnipeg Police have said that the Major Crimes Unit is investigating.
All right, thanks for this, Jeff.